My name is Tomek and I've been learning Japanese for almost 3 years now, but 2 of these 3 years were basically time wasted. I wasn't learning the language properly, which made me just not progress at the rate that would make me happy. And now my mission is to save people from making the mistakes that I made so that they can progress faster than I did. And if you want to speak Japanese ASAP, click on the link in the description. It's my no bullshit Japanese school, and my goal with this community is to create the best learning environment for anybody who wants to learn Japanese and other languages in the future. This is literally the biggest project that I've been working on ever, and I'll be building it in the upcoming years to make it really something awesome. I want to make the best language school on the internet, something that would compete with like proper like full on businessy language schools founded by the government or something. I want to be better than that. And ever since I've had this vision in my mind, I've been waking up early and just working on that. So again, it's the first link in the description. Go and check it out. There was this one point in my Japanese language learning journey which changed it all for me. And after that point, I was finally like proud with the language. I was finally able to spit it to people like confidently, basically not forgetting a word every few seconds. And it was when I went to this Japanese restaurant, and I knew about this place for a while now, but I've seen on Instagram that they're organizing this like Japanese meetup, this Japanese event. So I went there with the hopes of practicing my Japanese there and just spending my time in a fun, pleasant way. And before arriving, I was putting myself in the mood, listening to Japanese podcast, practicing some words before going there, so I have this like fresh vocab in my mind. And guess what happened? For the first time in my entire life, basically, I've spoken Japanese for like 2 hours. And it wasn't like I would check the word or something. I was literally able to convey my message finally, and I was able to enjoy the language finally after years of studying. It was the first time when I actually spoke it. It was like I was collecting the fruits of my hard labor. And you know what's the best thing? Me going to that place was by itself the best study exercise that I've ever done. Since I've been going there a couple more times already, like my language is at a higher level every single time and I'm progressing at a rate that I was never able to do it. The reason I was able to speak so confidently at that time was because I had a lot of like passive vocabulary, passive language knowledge from the times that I studied before, from the past 2 years. But when I opened my mouth and when I got in the rhythm of speaking, it all got unlocked. Everything got unlocked and I was able to convey basically what I wanted to say. The words started popping into my mouth and I could use them when before they were like hidden somewhere in my mind and I couldn't access them. And this shows one very important lesson in language learning. Think about this. You can't really get a six-pack from watching fitness transformation videos. You can't learn to ride a bike reading a book on how to ride a bike. You can't learn swimming in a classroom. And the same way, you can't learn to speak a language without talking to people. I knew about it. I knew that I have to speak it, but there was just no way for me. It was so inconvenient. I've tried joining like Discord servers, but with Discord there was this problem. Like you join the channel, you join the call, and like basically everybody's fucking muted. You don't know if the person on the other side is actually Japanese, so you're like in a shy way trying to start a conversation, like saying konnichiwa, like ohayo, and trying to talk to that person, and it turns out it's some random motherfucker who just joined a random channel on a like language Discord server. He doesn't even know Japanese. He's maybe fucking from Netherlands and he speaks Dutch and English. Or there is just like some weeb who's spamming anime quotes and is just fucking annoying. And when you finally are able to speak, you talk with a Japanese person for a while and they suddenly go silent. I don't fucking know, their mom came into the room or something else happened. And this is just so fucking annoying. And people on Discord, the problem with that is that they are not fully present. The Japanese people, they're like, imagine if you, like, let's say you knew Polish like I do. When I joined a server for people to learn Polish, like a Discord server, I wasn't really there to like teach people the language. I was there to fucking make fun and say meme phrases like in my native accent, and I was like, whoa, like kurwa, wow. He said kurwa, that's so amazing. And these people didn't learn from me, you know? But there is something that you can do, and this is my goal with the Japanese school that I'm creating. And in this community, you'll be able to join calls, but in contrary to Discord, everybody there will be like based as fuck. Everybody there will be like hungry for knowledge or motivated to teach. And everybody will be fully present and giving you their full attention for you to speak, like giving you feedback. You know, feedback is so important. When I spoke Japanese IRL, it was like so easy because on Discord, yeah, the person is muted, you don't even know if they're on the other side, but IRL, you have a physical being in front of you and you can just ask them questions like, oh, is that word correct? Like yesterday I was asking the lady to pack some onigiri like for the go, and I didn't really know like how to ask for it, so I said it in Polish and she understood and she just told me, oh, the word for Japanese is that, like mochitari, I think it was it. Like, oh, mochitari, ah, hi. And everything was fine. And, like, I will remember that word, like, forever, and I've basically heard it one time. And with my based Japanese school, I want to recreate the IRL environment to my best ability, so that even if you don't have a Japanese native person in your city, you can have the experience anyways, and you can progress anyways. But even for me, it still wasn't like very easy because I would have to commute for over an hour, like in 30 degrees Celsius outside, so like almost 100 Fahrenheit. I would fucking go there by a bus and it was like fucking boiling. And I still went there and I still practiced Japanese, and I'm just so proud of that because like I've made sacrifices for my goal. So this is the honest advice that I have for you. To learn to speak a language, you have to speak it, you have to talk to people. You have to do the thing, even though it's uncomfortable. Maybe you're not as confident in speaking a foreign language. I want to make it comfortable for you. I want to create an environment in which you feel at ease speaking, an environment of mutual growth, an environment in which you can progress in the language and just have a fun time, not stressing. Again, my Japanese school is the first link in the description. Go and check it out, and see ya.